I see my name like 30 times on there.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, how do you see just the last?
Come on down, I'll get you some food, Rio. You and Yak.
Do you remember my order?
No.
Oh my goodness, how many Matt Breezes do we need?
Hey, Rio, look at channel 24.
I want to force Gemma Zimmerman into a world. And I want you to confront her.
I don't care. Like, I know
but
that
I don't want
she's...
her hired. You don't want her hired. But I want her to face the music. 'Cause every time I ask her about it, she says basically something to the effect of she is sorry and doesn't remember any of it.
Yeah, I don't believe it, and honestly, I don't really care. If Command's gonna hire her, Command's gonna hire her. I'll support Command's decision, but I will not endorse her as an officer. I don't trust her. I think that she's a liar. I think that she's unstable. I think that she does not have integrity. So it's all things that I do not think make her capable of being a police officer, regardless of her knowledge and experience. But that's my opinion, and it's just one opinion. And we've got multiple people in charge of stuff for a reason. So I'm not going to hate anyone if she gets hired, but I will be honest, I do not trust her as a police officer, and that's just a fact.
That's fair.
I do not think that she has a moral character. We're on eastbound climbing the Painted Mountain. We pit them. Oh, oops.
I can't see you.
So southbound, going around the Painted Mountain.
I said if you want to go grab
by
a
nowhere.
car, Joe and I can sit on it in the meeting. Okay.
They 50'd with a trailer. An immobile trailer, they 50'd with it. Eastbound Nora Road. Now they're upside down. We are entering Redwood Lights track.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness! Southbound, on Redwood Lights towards Snow Road.
Oh, it's so muddy. Oh.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
Oh,
Get him, Breeze, get him.
Breeze is gonna get stuck. Oh, they're both stuck now.
Oh, now they're both stuck. Now they're really stuck.
Oh, actually,
Oh,
alright.
wow.
Oh my god, how'd they get out? That's crazy.
Let's
Watch the,
what?
watch these
What's the
gas
propane?
Go continue
You really wanted to pit Breeze right there, didn't you?
Huh?
You really wanted to pit Breeze. I saw it.
No, I didn't.
Get out of the car!
You're doing it!
Get out of the car!
Dog!
Whoa! They climbed the wall, what the hell?
They're southbound, approaching Snow Road.
Back on, headed southeast. Right southbound.
No,
just
no.
a loop, back
God
eastbound,
damn it,
to
Breeze.
VCB.
In all fairness, you started at, didn't you?
Going back to
Westbound. Westbound by the barn. Get out of the car! Get out of the car!
I didn't know Breeze's voice could go that high. Hey, we kept our doors.
Ravine towards the Baytree Canyon Road.
Yeah, we did keep our going,
Right,
huh?
That's pretty impressive.
Left eastbound off road. Left southbound off road. Get out of the car! They're back in the ravine. They're going to the bridge. Went under the bridge, VCB northbound. Go to your east, whoever's to the north. I think it's Jay.
The ravine empties right out into Harmony area, but they could hit Snow Road. I'm thinking sometime next month when I feel like I've got more time, I might start a 99% motorcycle club. Start doing rides.
Oh, cool.
Why are you laughing?
Cool. Yeah, I like that, yeah.
Just put it in the calendar. Off a ride.
Don't get any matching tattoos.
I'm not getting a tattoo.
Okay. Do you not have any?
No.
That's very rare.
I wouldn't want something that everyone else has.
I know I like the candy. You know, the tattoos usually a lot of criminals have them.
That's not even that. I can't think of anything I'd want permanently on my skin and getting blurry as time goes on.
Yeah, that'd be pretty awkward, huh?
Hey, don't let him fool you. He's ready to drive. He told me he wants to drive.
What do you mean by
you
you?
see-
You feel like you're not ready for driving?
Well, I mean, I can drive. It's just me trying to. Well, okay, you know, honestly, I'll drive. This is just me self-doubting myself because I've been out of the game for like 2 years. So,
Okay.
you know, I'm just trying to break that rusty shell, you know, get back into it, make sure, you know, I'm not like throwing myself off the deep end.
Okay,
But,
well,
you know,
I'll be
be
here
fine.
to answer any of your questions and help give you nudges. Honestly, as far as departments go, ours is pretty chill. We pit people in here who've been rusty a lot. I was one of them. So I got hired on after being on a reality show, and that was my entire cadet phase, was being in a reality
I'm
show.
really rusty too. Don't worry. Best to just observe and mess up, you know, cause it's okay to mess up.
Yeah, in the probationary phase, sort of like a cadet phase, it's your chance to mess up, and it's handled better, so long as it wasn't like nefarious violation of rights or something like that, you know, like intentionally nefariously doing
Yeah,
so.
like it's. I mean, if anything, it's gonna be something super minor. But no, like shooting somebody in the back or like fucking killing somebody. Nah, it shouldn't be a problem.
I'm not worried. If they trust you enough to put you in as a probationary officer right off the bat, or you know, a full hire, then you probably know what you're doing. It's just you gotta knock off that rust and get the confidence back. I need to get food before I start passing out, so let's do that first. You can just start driving and get us somewhere with food, maybe.
Okay.
Let's
You want to just go out to the burger shop that's over here?
I would prefer not to because they're super expensive. Let's get in the car and I'll look and see if there's any place. So this is Jackson Malley. He's a new hire.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
we've,
met him.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
we met. It was,
I met him when he got taken hostage for a store robbery.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Funnily enough.
you've already been given the Los Santos welcome.
Oh yeah. Well, technically twice now. You know, this
Wait.
morning when I was trying to make my way to the PD meeting, I was literally running to Legion Square to see if there was an officer that can give me a ride up to BCSO because I just walked out of my apartment. And then as I'm running down the sidewalk, the three people pull up in a Buffalo. You know, they start, you know, talking to me, whatever. And he's like, "Hey, do you need a ride?" And I was like, "This feels exactly like the same situation that happened the first time." You know, "No, I'm okay. I don't need a ride. I'm actually just going to the DMV." And then they pulled a gun, told me to get in the car. And I was like, "Fuck, bro, I don't have time for this. Like, I got the meeting starts in 10 minutes, and it's my first day, man. God damn it." And then so they tried to force me to commit crime. Like, they wanted me to pickpocket some guy.
Huh?
And then, yeah, so like, I tried to like play it off.
Was this
And
the
then so
blocks?
he-
Who was this? Do you know who they were?
I have no idea who it was.
Ah!
But he like, wait, I'm sorry. Who did you say? What was the
The
name?
blocks.
I think he said something about a block. I was gonna be
Like,
a reformed block.
Yeah.
Reformed block. That's what he
That's
said.
it. Was the blocks? It sounds like blocks ammo. Was there a
But yeah, so,
cowboy
like,
hat?
he- I don't remember.
It's alright. Don't worry about it. Go on with your story. Sorry.
I think the cadets are stuck in a loop.
Yeah, I wondered if that's if you were trying to let them handle it.
I am. Yeah, I'm trying to.
That's what I figured. That's why I've not stepped
Yeah.
up there, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
mob her with 4 people.
That-
I'm gonna
yeah,
clear
that's why I
this
keep
building.
pulling back and seeing what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Shots fired, 78.
10-9?
Shoot him from the vehicle.
Did I just hear that right?
Vehicle?
Did you say shots fired?
Yeah. East end.
That box truck is down in the like the depot here. We're gonna approach and clear it, but I don't think he's in it. Oh, gunshots! Gunshots! He's on the bridge.
We're
on the
at- we're
bridge.
I'm almost to the bridge. He's running north across the freeway on the bridge.
Suspect down, suspect down. Ceasefire.
Alright, I want everyone to keep an eye out because we left his partner at the scene of the 31 that stemmed from. She might try and find him, probably has him tracked or something like that. She will probably shoot if she gets to us. She did not have transportation though. They're right there in the corner. Right over here.
Alright, who's got evidence down in the cubby on supply?
Alright, this is the critical patient. And they say he's not breathing, no pulse.
He's not breathing, no pulse,
Yeah,
and his head's
I'm
looking
on
pretty fucked up.
supply right now, but I'll make my way down there.
Condition.
Yeah, I was just talking with the other AFTSs today that that's one thing we want to make mandatory for everyone is some basic first aid. Pressure bandages, tourniquets, stabilization.
I like the note that don't apply a tourniquet to somebody's neck.
Yeah, yeah.
The only reason it's on there is because I've already seen it.
Yep, I'm sure you have. Like, I've seen a guy stab his friend in the throat with a pin because he was non-responsive. Thinking that he
was an EMS who did a no-look tracheotomy, so...
Yeah, he thought he was doing a tracheotomy. He really just nearly killed his friend.
Oh, this was an actual EMS who was attending the scene.
Oh, fantastic.
Alright, so I can give a little introduction to this class. Basically, it's just going to be your basic life-saving, or BLS as we call it. It's going to show you what to do with certain injuries, certain vital signs, essentially the correct steps to do while you wait for EMS to get to the scene. And last but not least, you're going to have your Category 3 or your minor injuries. Typically, you might see those if you're responding to like a BMX accident. Somebody falls, scrapes their knee, scrapes their elbow.
Boo-boos then.
You may also have certain cases where you encounter a patient like this where you don't even have to call EMS. The equipment in your cruiser would be sufficient to do treatment on scene. But it is always important, if you have any sort of doubts or concerns, always feel free to be safe and call EMS. So in quick terms, your blood sweep is going to be your basic head-to-toe check for injuries. Start your way to the patient's head, work your way down, notate any injuries.
Do you do that with your hands or your eyes?
You can do it with both.
Okay. Yeah, we had a big OIS.
Once you have a list of the patient's injuries, you do want to start with the most critical injury first. Then looking over at the diagram of the torso, you'll see red in red is chest seals and in green is tourniquet. I cannot stress the urgency of this enough, and I see it more than we probably should. Whenever you're dealing with any kind of torso injury where your vital organs are, you never want to pack it with gauze. The main reason for not packing with gauze is because it can create what we call a sucking chest wound, allowing excess air into the chest cavity, which can in return cause collapsed lungs. Anytime you are dealing with a torso injury, you want to make sure you have chest seals applied. And then anytime you are dealing with a limb injury, whether it be your arms or your legs, you need to apply a tourniquet. You can either take a marker and notate it on the patient's arm or what time the tourniquet was applied, or just verbally tell EMS. You guys have any questions so far?
What do you do if somebody's got a gunshot wound or a stab wound to the throat? Stuff that one with gauze?
Ideally, to be safe for how many vital components are in the neck, I would use a chest seal.
So you could use the chest seal on the neck too?
I would. Despite it being called the chest seal, all it really is just a larger band-aid, where it's gonna create the airtight seal, not allowing anything in or out.
Question. What happens if something is still in them, like protruding?
If you have any sort of protruding objects or impalements, you want to do your best to make sure you can stabilize the patient and do not remove the object. And the biggest reason for that, say they have a branch impaled in their leg. In your leg, you have multiple arteries, blood vessels. The branch could be pinching the artery so the patient's not bleeding out. But if you remove the branch, the patient starts bleeding. Alright, so fairly similar picture. However, it's going to talk about, now we're going to go over actual different types of injuries that you
Hey,
might,
if it
you
works,
might
it
encounter
works,
in the line.
Harris. It's better to be patched up with something dirty because we have antibiotics that it is not to have the bleeding stopped
So I'm
at
sure,
all.
as we all know, or as we have all seen, your gunshot wounds and your stab wounds tend to be your most critical injuries you may encounter. And I know you did talk about impalement, so I briefly went over impalements. But again, it is important to make sure you keep the whatever object the patient is impaled with. Make sure you leave it in there for EMS and doctors to deal with. Ways to stabilize the object on scene is just wrap an X pattern of gauze around the object and secure it the best you can. And last but not least, going on to broken bones. I said earlier there is two types. There's your closed fracture and your open fracture. Your closed fracture is going to be a pretty standard treatment. Gonna make sure you immobilize whatever's broken, whether it be their arm, their leg. All in your first aid kits, you will have standard splints and gauze. Apply the splints that you start of the patient's limb and wrap it with gauze to immobilize it. Now, dealing with a compound fracture is a little bit more tricky and complicated. You're gonna follow the same thing you would for a closed fracture. Apply a splint, immobilize the leg, but now you're also essentially treating the break as a impalement. You want to make sure you stabilize the bone sticking out of the patient's arm, leg, wherever it might be. Same thing with gauze and securing it in place the best you can.
I did have a question pertaining to like tourniquets.
All right.
So obviously something that we learned in the military was, high and tight, right? So place the tourniquet, as high as you can, make it as tight as you can. But let's say somebody loses a limb, like right at the joint, and you can't put the tourniquet on because there's nowhere to put it. What do you put there at that point? Do you just try to hold bandages as best as you can?
I would try and wrap pressure bandage across the area. Thankfully, when people do have limb amputation like that, the body does tend to cut off flow on its own to a degree. But, if you can't place a tourniquet, you can't place a tourniquet. You're going to have to use alternative methods and hope that it works.
Yeah, that's gonna be your best bet. Is gonna be apply either gauze or pressure bandages and just maintain steady pressure on the injury.
Cool, thank you. Help you out into the car part.
I will also give you the first aid start as well.
Is there a
Candy,
homeless
since
guy
you
up
did sit
there?
on the class.
Okay.
Alright. I'm checking.
We did it.
I do appreciate you guys taking the time for the class. I know it can be a little boring to listen to.
Well, it might save a life.
I want to develop something that's more like a fully hands-on drill session thing that we could run people through. Something interactive, keep people's attention spans.
So what you're saying is you want to give me a gun with some rubber bullets?
No, that is not what I'm saying at all.
You don't want to just rub us like a cadet then.
So when we originally had our first aid classes, we used to do all sorts of different things. Like if we had people do CPR, we would have them sing us a song to the beat of doing CPR. We did all sorts of
staying alive.
Crazy ideas.
The Imperial March. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. But a bunch of them not work out.
I probably wouldn't like that if I recovered and heard somebody doing the Imperial March over me.
I would like it. That'd be great.
It would make me laugh, but also kind of terrifying.
I appreciate you guys for coming down. I like the training lesson.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna go 42.
I'm gonna have a nap as well.
Right. You staying
You're
down
there.
here at BCSO? How about you? Are you planning on clocking off at BCSO or are you planning on doing down here?
Let me see who else is around.
You wanna try and hop in with someone else? Oh, he crashed? Oh, maybe they didn't mess with it because I'm still getting that front end up in the air, which is insane. It's insane.